Good morning, everybody. This is Margaret with Alabama Prepper. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's beautiful here. We just got 5 inches of rain night before last. It's beautiful. We've got the wind blowing. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for all my subscribers and all my wonderful comments. Uh, I wanted to share something with you today. I hate to come on YouTube and just be complaining all the time because that's not who I am. I turned 71 last Sunday. I've always been very active. I've always just really, done great. Last year was bad. I mean, I'd look at it this way. At least I didn't have cancer. I wasn't, you know, I didn't have cancer. If I did, they didn't find it. But last spring, I started having severe trouble with my back. I went to doctors and found out I had degenerative, I think it's called degenerative spine in your back. I had some deterioration. Some of my, I had not bad rupture, but I had, I had a lot of things wrong with my back. I could still make it. They put me on some medicine. I kept it going. After that, I'm telling you this because if you're a new subscriber and didn't know how my year was last year, after that I came down with a severe bladder infection, and I kept that for 3 to 4 months, and then I come down with kidney stones. It took me on to probably August, September before I ever got cleared up from the UTI, the bladder infection, and the kidney stones. And then just all of a sudden, I couldn't move my arm. I mean, it was just like, I just couldn't move my arm. So I went to doctors and finally went to one in Knoxville, Florida. That's where my son is a nurse practitioner in Knoxville. I went to an orthopedic down there, and my shoulder was wore out. It was just completely wore out. So I had surgery on my shoulder. I think it was the 21st of November, I had shoulder surgery. During Thanksgiving and during Christmas, I was in a sling, lots of pain, went to therapy for 4 months. Well, I was doing better. Then my husband had a heart attack in January. It wasn't bad. They caught it in time. It took a little time for that, to clear up. And I finally got through with my therapy in February. So I was doing so much better. I thought, well, good Lord willing, I'm over all of this and everything. So the Saturday before Easter, most of the family was here, but me and the daughter-in-law and the granddaughter, several of us was all sitting around the table. My husband and my son was in the living room. And we have a stool that for the great-grandbaby to sit on at the table. I had done sat on it several times. The granddaughter had sat on it. The great-grandbaby had sat on it. But they were working on signs for me, and I sat down on it, on that stool, and it started breaking. And it was like 3 foot tall, and it had 3 sections in it. And I went through the first section, then I went through the second section, and then after the third section, I hit the floor. And the legs on it was probably about that big around. And my tailbone landed on one of those legs. Well, my first thoughts was, I was so scared I had broke another hip. But my son got in there, and him and his wife, they got me up and stood me up, and we made sure I was not broke anywhere. I'm having to take Prolia injections because I have osteoporosis. So thank the good Lord, I guess the Prolia injections was helping enough that I did not break a bone, but I did bruise my tailbone. I went on and had x-rays done. I had bruises. I had bruises that big around on my legs. I mean, it was just terrible. So needless to say, I can't walk a lot at one time. I'm sitting on a donut pillow, taking what I can take to try to get me easy. So here I am, set back again. This happened 2 weeks ago, and it still feels like it happened yesterday. But anyhow, I'm just having a pity party over it. If you've ever heard of a pity party, and my sister talks about it all the time, and, something's going on with me. I call my sister, and I said, do you want to have a pity party with me? Or she'll call me, and she'll ask me the same thing. But I call it pity party because it just seems like I cannot get back on my feet. I have the will and the want to do things, but my body just is not letting me do them. Have so many ideas, so many thoughts, so many things that I want to do. Maybe I'm better with my tailbone. The x-ray said nothing was cracked, nothing was broken. I was just severely bruised back there. So, it could be worse. Thank the good Lord, as far as I know, I don't have cancer. I don't have any bad diseases. But it just seems like that one thing after another keeps coming up with me. I don't like to get on here and give you a sob story, about how my life is going or what is going on with me. I'm sure every one of y'all has things. If you get our age especially, you have things that shows up, the saying around here is getting old is not for sissies. I have, we were on the fire department for so long, and we went to homes, people that was younger than me that was just in bad health. Some of their health was caused by things that they done. And I always said I'm not going to let myself get in that shape. I'm not, but I guess that's where you say you eat crow again, because, it just seems like it's just one thing after another with me. But anyhow, I'm just having a pity party. I wanted to share my pity party with you. I have lots of ideas, lots of plans. Hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to get up and move a little bit more. They said it could take 2 to 3 months before before it ever cleared up. I have a donut pillow that I have to sit in. I stay on a heating pad, but this is just not me. I've always been active. I was always been a go-getter, so anyhow, good Lord willing, maybe in a couple of months I'll be back to myself. I love each and every one of y'all. Have some ideas, some things that I want to talk to you about. So many things going on in this world. It's just bad, and prayer and God is the only thing that can turn our country around. I'm not going to talk politics with you because some of you are for one man, some of you for another man, but if God don't intervene in our country, we're in for a mess. We're already in a mess, but we're going to be in a lot bigger mess. But anyhow, we'll talk about that another day. Thank you for watching my videos. Haven't done anything to my hair lately. I'm just not going anywhere. I'm staying at home. But love each and every one of you. Thank you all for all the wonderful messages texts that you send me. And you do have a blessed day. Love you all.